Hello guys, nice to see you today at our new lesson. Today we will not do any coding. Today we will learn what is BDD. This topic is very important for us. Without this knowledge, you won't understand why we need to learn this course. Do you agree with me? Let's start from the agenda that we will cover today. We will discuss the following questions. We will do a brief BDD introduction. We will learn the basics of BDD. We will understand the BDD process on projects. We will decide what the BDD benefits are. We will understand why BDD is needed. Let's start from introduction. Behavior-driven development, or BDD, is an approach in software development that focuses on defining and testing the behavior of software application from the user perspective. It is a methodology that encourages collaboration among developers, testers, and business stakeholders to ensure that the software meets the desired outcomes and behaves as expected. Let's understand the basics of BDD. First of all, it is behavior, not about code. At its core, BDD shifts the development focus from writing code to defining and describing the expected behavior of the software. This means that before writing any code, the team must clearly understand what the software is supposed to do and how it should behave in various scenarios. Secondly, it is about plain language specifications. BDD promotes the use of plain language specifications, often written in a specific format called as Gherkin. These specifications are easily understandable by non-technical stakeholders, making it easier to bridge the gap between developers and business experts. Finally, BDD is about collaboration. It is one of the key principles of BDD. Developers, testers, and business stakeholders work closely together to define and understand the expected behavior of the software. This collaboration ensures that everyone is on the same page and reduces the risks of misunderstandings. Let's go through the BDD process. First of all, it's about feature discovery. The BDD process typically begins with a discussion or workshop involving the entire team. During this phase, the team identifies and defines the features or functionality that need to be developed. These features are expressed in terms of user stories or scenarios. The second stage of BDD process is writing scenarios. Once the features are identified, the team writes scenarios or specifications for each of them. These scenarios are written in plain language using the Gherkin format, which consists of keywords like given, when, and then. These keywords describe the initial context, the action to be taken, and the expected outcome respectively. The second stage is automated testing. After writing the scenarios, developers and testers use them as the basis of writing of automated tests. These tests are designed to validate that the software behaves according to the specified scenarios. Popular BDD frameworks like Cucumber and JBehave help to automate this testing process. Moreover, it helps to write these automated scenarios in parallel with development code that accelerates new features development. If a tester knows in advance what is the expected behavior of the feature, there is no complications for this person to write some test automation code in advance after a little bit of practicing. The fourth stage is implementation. With the test scenarios and tests in place, the developers start implementing the actual code. They use the scenarios as a guide to ensure that the code aligns with the expected behavior. They define BDD scenarios in Gherkin format that a part of the feature can be used for all the team members reference that makes sure all the people understand the requirements in the same way. The following stage is continuous collaboration. Throughout the development process, collaboration continues. Testers regularly run the automated tests to identify any differences between the expected and actual behavior. Any issues are addressed promptly, and the tests are updated as needed. If a difference between the expected and actual behavior is noticed, developers and testers can easily resolve them by either referring to business or actually fixing the bugs. The final is documentation. BDD provides live coding documentation for the software. The plain language scenarios serve as documentation that is always up to date and can be easily understood by anyone involved in the project. If any new feature or scenario is added, or the existing scenario is modified or removed, this can be considered as a live documentation in understandable for the business format. This means anytime a business needs to remember how the app should work, a BDD scenario can be referred to. The benefits of BDD are the following. First of all, it's improved communication. This means that BDD promotes better communication among team members and stakeholders. By using plain language scenarios, everyone can easily understand and discuss the software's behavior. The second point is reduced ambiguity. BDD helps reduce ambiguity by clearly defining the expected behavior of the software. This leads to fewer misunderstandings and misinterpretations. Early issue detection stands for automated tests are created during BDD and can catch issues early in development process. It helps to reduce the cost and effort required to fix them later. The final point for BDD is living documentation. BDD provides living documentation that is always up to date and reflects the current state of the software. This documentation can be a valuable resource for onboarding new team members and maintaining the software. We can finally identify why BDD is so popular. Behavior-driven development is a collaborative approach to software development that focuses on defining and testing behavior from the user's perspective. By using plain language specifications and automated tests, BDD helps teams building software that aligns with user expectations, reduces misunderstandings, and provides living documentation for the project. BDD is a powerful methodology that can lead to more successful software projects and improved communication among team members and stakeholders. Let's sum up what we did today. We learned the following. What is BDD in a nutshell? What are the basics of BDD? We understood how BDD process looks like. We identified what are the benefits of BDD. We find out why we should use BDD in our projects. This is everything what I got for you for today. I hope it was interesting for you to understand what BDD is and how we can use it in real projects. Thank you for your attention. See you in our next lesson.